Klaviyo just announced that they'll be updating their pricing, taking effect on February 18th of this year. Their new pricing is based on the total number of active profiles in your account versus your total sending volume. This means a big jump in monthly fees for a lot of customers. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make sure that you're not overpaying for your Klaviyo account with this new pricing structure. Long gone are the days where you can actually keep all of the active profiles in your account but only pay for the campaigns that you're sending. But a good email strategy has always been quality over quantity, so that's what we'll be reinforcing here. In order to make sure that you're not overpaying, you need to make sure that you have a good list cleaning strategy in place. There's no one-size-fits-all list cleaning strategy. This will largely depend on the nuances of your brand, your list size, and your sending cadence. These things should be taken into account to determine whether you should be cleaning your list on a quarterly, semi-annual, or annual basis. In order to clean your list, you first need to identify your unengaged profiles. In order to help automate this, you'll want to create a couple of segments and make sure that you have a sunset flow built out. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you what that looks like. So in order to set up your sunset flow properly, we need to first create an unengaged segment to identify the profiles that we want to trigger the sunset flow. So again, depending on the nuances of your brand, you want to create this unengaged segment based on the definitions that make sense for you in your sending cadence. I'll show you the example that we have in our demo account here. So we created a segment titled it Unengaged, and these are the definitions or the rules that you'll use to create your segment as well. What you'll want to do is just edit the days, the time frames, so that it makes sense. So we obviously want to give subscribers a good opportunity to engage with our campaigns prior to filtering them into this unengaged segment. So if you send, let's say, 4 to 6 emails a month, you may want to give them a few months to have the opportunity to engage with your campaigns, especially depending on your segmentation strategy. Maybe they're not getting every single campaign that you're sending out. You want to make sure that you give them enough of an opportunity to engage with your campaigns before removing them from your list. So go ahead and create that segment based on what makes sense for your brand. And then this is what we're going to use to trigger the flow. Additionally, we're going to create a second segment, which we title Unengaged Equals True. And this is for the subscribers that have filtered into the sunset flow. We've given them an opportunity to engage. We've been very explicit with our messaging around, hey, we only want to send you campaigns that you want to receive. Either let us know, yeah, I still want to remain on your list, or no, this content really isn't relevant to me anymore. Please unsubscribe me. If they haven't elected to unsubscribe themselves and don't engage with your brand throughout the sunset flow, they're automatically going to get a profile update at the end of that flow. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second, and filtered into this Unengaged is True segment. This is when you decide, based on, again, the nuances of your brand, when you're going to come and review this Unengaged is True segment, either on a quarterly or semi-annual basis, and go ahead and suppress these profiles. These are truly unengaged profiles that don't need to be on your list. This is what a good list cleaning strategy looks like, and we don't want to be overpaying for Klaviyo. We quality over quantity here, so let's go ahead and remove those profiles. So I'll go ahead and show you what the sunset flow actually looks like now. So you can see it is triggered by profiles being added to that unengaged segment. The way this sunset flow is set up, they're going to receive 2 email communications, and it might look something like this. Depending on your particular brand, you might want to do something really cute and fun, kind of like a breakup email. It doesn't need to be super serious. So yeah, have fun with it and give them an opportunity, make it very clear and easy to know what the purpose of this email is. Another good tip is to not only give them the 2 options, either keep them on the list or remove them, but also add a manage preferences page. Maybe they're not sure, maybe they need more time, maybe they have a lot going on in their life, and depending on how you have the settings of your unengagement segment that's filtering them into this flow set up, maybe that wasn't enough time, depending on what they have going on to to know whether or not they want to be removed. Maybe there's someone that only wants to engage with your brand on during promotions or large holidays like Black Friday. Add a manage your preference page so that they can elect those preferences there. And then you can only send them campaigns that they actually want to receive. So if we go back to the sunset flow, you can see this one's set up to send out 2 communications. We also have a time delay after the last email so that we give them enough time to have engaged with that last communication before we're actually marking them as unengaged. After those 5 days are up, or however long you choose, we are going to update their profile property with an unengaged is true. And that is how they automatically get added into that segment so that you'll go ahead and clean. So that's how you enable a good list cleaning strategy and make sure that you're not overpaying for Klaviyo with their new pricing updates. If you have any questions about the sunset flow or any of Klaviyo's new pricing updates, leave us a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our email marketing best practices, tutorials, and updates from Klaviyo.